Welcome back, everybody, to Live Your Dream. It's about you. I'm so excited about introducing our next guest. It's Sarah Clem with Breakout. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
and she has such a unique business that I don't even want to try to describe it. I'm just going to let her explain it.
Okay. Well, what Breakout Fresno is, it's what is called an escape room. And so the idea came from, and originally they were video games, so just kind of point-and-click video games that then were made into live games in Japan and Europe and are popping up all over the country. And what it is basically is you're placed in a room with a group of friends or coworkers or family in kind of a themed room. So they all have their own storyline and they have their own plot and things like that. And you literally have 60 minutes to then break out. So you're looking around the room for puzzles and clues and hints and working with your team to open locks and work your way through the progression of a game. And all while the clock is running. It's something that then is monitored, and so we're able to watch the game. There's video, we have cameras in the room, so then if people get stuck at a certain spot in the game, we can feed them a clue just so they can kind of keep don't get frustrated and keep going through the game. So yeah, it's just a great way to, it's a little bit a type of entertainment that's more, you're actually a part of it. It's a little bit less passive, so shows and movies are great, but this is something you actually get to be a part of, and you are the game. So it's really fun.
So it's actually like being part, like you said, like kind of like a video game, sort of, in a sense.
Yeah, you really are. You're kind of just right in the middle of the room, and we basically say go. There's not a lot of direction, and so it's just figuring it out on your own. And there's a very steep learning curve the first few minutes. A lot of people don't know what they're doing, and then as they get into it, it's a natural progression and just a great form of entertainment.
And it sounds like it's a really good adventure, and I could just see people who are maybe detective type people, or people who are like love a mystery or something like that, puzzle, like
definitely.
you said.
Yeah, definitely gamers or puzzle people, or just something to do with friends and family. It's just a completely unique experience, and something we haven't had anyone that hasn't had a great time. And the age range is huge of people that can enjoy it, and so it's a lot of fun.
So what is like the youngest and the oldest, or is
Well, the youngest, I would say probably the youngest would be probably 12 with adults, just because the complexity of the puzzles get a little bit more advanced. We've had groups of birthday parties of 16-year-old guys where they just had a blast. So easily they can solve everything and do everything. And then we've had groups, beyond their, in their 60s and up. So I mean, it's something where whole families can and really enjoy it.
Wow, that's neat. I could just see, even it popped into my head like a reunion or something.
Yeah.
Like some family reunion or whatever, or high school or whatever, and people are doing this thing and just having fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's really great for, people will come on dates and just do it as a couple, but definitely, you can come with a group of friends. We've already had a lot of birthday parties and then team building, so companies will bring, a group of their employees to run through, and so it's always interesting to see how different people work together and work their way through the puzzles and work, try and break out.
And when you were talking about, you said something about a camera, so just in case anybody was worried about is it safe or whatever, it sounds like it's totally monitored.
It's totally safe. It's not a scary situation. It can get intense just because of the
competition,
time frame, and the clock staring at you, but it's very, very safe. It doesn't really take any physical strength or anything like that. Everything is solved with brain power, and we're able to monitor. The whole reason we monitor the games is just to make sure people are enjoying it, and in case they get stuck on a particular puzzle or problem, we can feed them a clue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
So it's really fun.
And then if you could, I know you brought in a clip or a video, but before we get into that, if you could just say maybe how you got into this. I mean, if you want to share that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I had played a little bit online, so I was familiar with escape rooms or escape games, and my husband and I were on vacation in Philadelphia, actually, and we kind of had a down afternoon where we had a chunk of time, and so I saw it was called Escape the Room, and I knew kind of what it was from video games. I didn't know that you could go physically and do one, and so we just went and played, and instantly the first thing my husband said was, I want to do it again. Like, he wanted to play another game right then. I was like, we're in Philadelphia, we need to see some of the city.
On vacation.
But yeah, so I mean, it became, we talked about it the rest of our vacation, and we just felt like, this is something the Valley Fresno could really use, just a different form of entertainment that it's just a blast. It's just very addicting, like I said, it just all people types. It seems like have enjoyed it, ages and groups, and so it is something that it just has been really fun. We've had really great feedback, and so it's been a good turnout so far.
And where are you located?
Well, if you're from Fresno, if you're familiar with Fresno or have lived here, it's behind Her Bowers. A lot of people know that as a store that's been there a very long time.
Blackstone, right?
Yeah, Blackstone. There's a little street called Escalon right at that corner. And so we're basically behind Her Bowers and Yoshino's, back in a little industrial area there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Okay, well, I want to make sure we get to the clip. So,
Okay.
if,
So it's just like a 60-second promotional video that kind of summarizes it and will give you an idea of what it's like.
okay, sounds good. Well, that was exciting. Thank you so much for bringing that video. Could you maybe, if you wanted to add some information about that?
Yeah, I mean, the video can look pretty intense, but that's mostly just the time and the music and that type of thing. It is something we've had people say, is it scary? And it's not. We're very family friendly. We've kind of opted to go that way. We might spruce things up a little bit around Halloween if people want a little fear factor, but otherwise, yeah, it really is just a great opportunity to try something different. Again, great for team building, easily accessible if you want to like book corporate events or anything like that, then you can go to the website. That's where a lot of our information is, and so it's something that it's breakoutfresno.com. We have a Facebook page that you can go to and check out and see what we have going on. So
would that be the best way? Like, would you want to give a number or anything like that for them?
All the reservations, everything is booked online.
Okay.
And so you can go on there and see the rooms that we have available. Right now we have 3 rooms available. There's one that's kind of a Cold War military theme, and so that one we have. The one cool thing about that is we actually have 2 identical rooms of that game. And so if you have a group of 10 to 12, you actually can split up and then race. So it adds a dimension of not only breaking out, but racing. And then we have a Western Wild West theme room where you can either play as a cowboy or come back and play as an outlaw. So those are 2 very unique games as well. And so it's something that all the booking's done online. You just go to breakoutfresno.com, kind of pick the day that you would be interested in playing, and then you book the room online. Currently we're open Thursday and Friday nights, and then have extended hours on Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Wow, how exciting.
Yeah, we're just, we're a completely family-owned and at this point operated business, so it's something where our hours are limited because we all have full-time jobs, and so it's something that we just have had an amazing time doing and wanted to offer it to Fresno, and so I've been excited to bring it.
I could see this thing expanding because you haven't been open that long, right? So I could just see this just totally evolving.
Yeah, we just opened April 16th, so I think we're on 6 weekends maybe now, and the turnout has been really good. We've been pretty well booked. A lot of interest, a lot of calls, a lot of companies booking events and things like that. So we've done some nonprofit organizations. We've had like the Boys and Girls Club and the future firefighters, so the young firefighters come out. And so it's just been a blast just to see the community come together and come in and out, and just really the goal is just to have a really good time. Give people a really good hour of entertainment.
Yeah, I was just, as you were saying that, I could see like birthday parties going on. I mean, I could just see a variety of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. We've had parties, we've had anniversaries celebrated already, and so in just a short time, people are really utilizing it quite well. I think, in other countries, a lot of people use it for bachelorette parties or bachelor parties or with groups like that as well. So It is something.
Wow, how
that's-
exciting. I mean, I just
Right.
get the feeling you're living your dream. I mean, it was a dream
Yeah.
that kind of came up when you were on vacation,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I had no idea. And yeah, just something we kind of talked about and then kind of looked into. We're actually working Breakout. We're working with almost as a partner, not a true franchise, but a partner with Breakout Manchester in England.
Oh, wow.
So the company we're working with is across the ocean, and so it's something that
That's exciting.
yeah, we just kept looking into it, and then we decided to kind of pull the trigger, and it's been well received. So we just hope it's something that will continue to be successful. And if people keep coming, then we'll change the storylines up and have new rooms and different stories. So right now we're just kind of getting our feet under us and seeing how it goes.
So it sounds like you're willing to accommodate and change with the needs of the guests.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone who comes in, because we've already had people that have been repeat customers, like they've come and played one, they had such a good time in there and they're back. And so they have one more room to do. We have 3 options, and so their first question always is, when are you going to have a new room? And so we hope, if the demand is there, that in 6 months or so that we can kind of rotate one in and shuffle things around. And so yeah,
That
we'll
makes
see how
sense.
it goes.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I'm just so excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I have to say, it's an honor that you were here on the show and helped
Yeah,
me
no,
promote
we're very
your business.
appreciative and thankful for letting us come on and just share who we are and what we're doing and what it's all about.
So, okay, so everyone check out Breakout Fresno. This is just an exciting thing.
Yeah.
It just seems like it's a lot of fun, and
That's a blast.
it's just, it's unique.
Yeah.
I love it. So, okay, everybody, we're going to have a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back to close the show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.